Let me tell you something. Live your life until God calls you home. If you have the strength, live your life. Because the more you're worrying, the more you're stressed, the more the body is going to release more toxin. Because the body do what you tell it to do. Hello motivators, welcome to Motives to Life, where motive is to stay up and never down. My name is Becca, and on my channel I talk all things God, nursing, beauty, women empowerment, and so much more. You're not happy, you're depressed, you're sad, you're going through it, you feel like the world is over, you feel like you didn't accomplish what you need to accomplish this year, you're just not feeling it, you may have lost a loved one, you may be going through a breakup, you may be going through a divorce, you may be going through a separation, you may have had a miscarriage this year, you may be going through some financial difficulty, just going through it, you may be going through a separation from your boyfriend, and things are just not feeling the same anymore. Things are the reason I want you to know that it is okay to feel that way. However, it is not okay to stay that way. It's not something that God wants his children to do. It's not something that God wants you to sit and be depressed and feel hopeless and feel like there's no life without someone that you used to spend the holidays with. There's no life without your child that you may have lost, or there's no life without that child that you wanted to have but you had a miscarriage, or a partner that you wanted to have but things just fall apart, or a loved one that just passed away. I want you to know that it is okay. It's holiday-induced depression. Holiday-induced depression often is referred to as the holidays blues. It's a form of temporary depressions that occur around the holidays. While you may think other people are so happy and so excited, this may bring some sadness, some anxiety, some worry, and worst of all, it can lead to depression. Why does holiday-induced depression happen? There are so many reasons why this happens. There's so many factors that can cause holidays-induced depression. There's so many things that can even spike up when during the holidays you do not feel the same. I want you to know that this is not coming from someone that did not went through it. In the year of 2022 was one of the worst holiday for me. All the holidays for me during the year of 2022 was just horrible. From Christmas to Thanksgiving, all of it was just terrible. And the reason why I felt that way is because I lost my grandmother in that year, and during the holiday season, she's the one that always cook. She's the one that, don't get emotional. She's the one that always just cook and bring people together, and not having her during the holidays, it caused a lot of depression for me. It caused a lot of sadness. I actually went to work during the holidays during that year more than actually went out to any occasion. I did not go. I actually went to work, and I went to Africa, and when I went to Africa, I didn't even party. I didn't go out. I stayed in the house. I watched shows, and I was ready to come back to the United States. So holiday-induced depression, I know it's real, and I know somebody out there in this world may go through it one way or another. So number one reason why holiday-induced depression can happen is one, due to loneliness. And loneliness can start from many reasons. Loneliness can start from losing a loved one. Loneliness can start from just being single, not having a partner, and you're seeing everybody posting their family, everybody's talking about their husband, their wives, their children, and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have that. I want you to understand that I myself is a single woman. I'm not married, I don't have no children, and I live by myself. So I know how it feels during the holidays to not have somebody. I know how it feels during the holidays to now take the cute pictures and all of that and wish everyone else a happy holidays. I know how it feels, but I want you to understand that you are never lonely when you have God. No matter what, you're never lonely when you have God. The Lord says, come to me, those who are weary, he will give you rest. In the midst of your loneliness, he will be there for you, where you won't even feel a thing like, oh shoot, I don't have any of this, but I'm so joyfully happy. I want you to understand that comparing your lifestyle to what you see on social media can really cause more problems. Comparing is the start of jealousy, and comparison is not of God. It's of the enemy, and it can lead you to make you feel really hopeless in your life. It can lead you to make you feel like, what is life when so and so have all this going on, but I don't have anything going on for myself? Because your life may be different from someone else's life. Your shoes is different from everybody else. Your road, your path may be different. You don't know what's going on in someone else's home. You cannot sit there and say, well, so and so is happy, they're posting pictures. You do not know. People make this lifestyle of social media is so glamorous. And loneliness, it can affect single women. It can affect women that are married and they're unhappy, that are going through divorce. It can affect women that have lost or had a miscarriage. It can affect men that have lost someone, lost their loved one. It can affect anybody. It can affect someone that just left a whole city or a whole state and say, I'm gonna move to another state, but you don't know anybody. Not having friends, being an orphanage. These are things that are so painful that can cause holiday-induced depression. Another people that are affected by this are people that are going through financial difficulty, not having enough money to like buy gifts for their loved ones, not having enough money during the holidays to even put food on the table, not having enough money to even have a shelter over their head, only having money to pay the rent. These are people that are affected by holiday-induced depression. People that are also going through substance abuse, that are abusing alcohol and drugs. Every time I see somebody abuse alcohol or drugs, beside me being a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, anyone that I see being affected by these things, I always know that there's something behind it that cause them to be affected by drugs. I never in my life look down on anybody that I know is going through drugs or is going through is abusing drugs or abusing alcohol. I never look down on them. I always want to know the story behind what made them in the first place start drinking and doing drugs. There's a reason for everyone's breakdown. Some people cannot handle life. Some people need alcohol and drugs daily to just survive, to just go through life on a daily basis. So these are people that are also can be affected by holidays-induced depression. People that are also sick, that just got a new diagnosis. As a nurse, this is the most painful one. Right after being lonely and financial difficulty, I would say the third one is being sick. People that are sick, and especially us nurses, we are dealing with people that are sick during the holidays more than ever. It is more depressing for them. This is why during the holidays, I try to go to work with a smile on my face and just be the best nurse that I can for my patient, because nobody wants to be in that bed during the holidays. Nobody wants to be in that bed knowing that, oh, I'm going to die soon. Nobody wants to be in that bed knowing that this year might be my last year with my family members. It's painful. So why holidays-induced depression can happen is regrets during the year, things that you went through during the year, and not getting that job that you wanted, not getting that engagement that you wanted, not getting that husband, that marriage, that children, that success, that job, that career, a better surrounding, a better house, losing something. Reflecting in the year can also induce holiday depression, because you're like, I went through all of this year, why am I even happy? And lastly, how is holidays-induced depression occur? Is relationship and family dynamics. If you don't feel like going somewhere during the holidays because there's that auntie or that uncle or that sister that's just going to talk crap about you, stay home. You owe nobody no explanation. If you don't want to be around your ex-husband or be around a family member, don't go. Your mental health is way more important than being around people that is not going to fulfill that happy hormone, that's not going to fulfill that joy in your heart. You don't have to be around anybody if you do not want to. It is your life. It is your mental health. It is far more important than being around people that are going to bring you down. If you know your family members are family members that bring you down, if you know your family members are people that talk down on you or look down at you or say some negative words to you, I want you to know that it is okay to not want to be around them. But pray about it first. All right. Now, so how can you deal with this holidays-induced depression? What are ways that you can help yourself? What are ways that you can cope? I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to also tell you the research that I did on how to help you, to what things that you can do that can help you release some stress, release some happy hormones, make yourself more happier, more better. Okay? For me, when I was going through my holidays-induced depression back in 2022, oh my God, mine was even worse. I was dealing with 5 things all at once. I was dealing with a breakup. I was dealing with a family problems, arguments. I was dealing with a death of my family. I was dealing with also financial difficulty because I had to fly back to Africa when I didn't even have the money. So it was just like, oh my God, it was so much all in one. And lastly, I was dealing with my own personal feeling and hormones of depression. So just imagine feeling all of that in one. So when the holidays came, I was just not having it. I didn't feel it. I was not happy. And I tried. Nothing could make me happy. But I'm going to tell you ways what I did to cause me to feel a little happy and to cause my spirit to feel a little uplifted. Number one, of course, if you guys do not know by now, I am a strong believer in God. I'm a strong believer in Christ. I cried unto God. And that is okay. Okay to tell God the way you feel. It's okay to cry unto God. It's okay to go unto God and say, God, I'm not feeling my best. I'm feeling hopeless. And He will give you rest. Remind God. The best way to talk to God is reminding God of His word, reminding God of His promises, because He's not a God that He should lie. Let Him know. Tell Him like, God, hey, this is your scripture. You said you are not a God that you should lie. God, please help me go through this situation. Your word said, come to me, you will give me rest. I'm coming to you with faith. I'm coming to you with belief, and I know that you're going to give me rest. Remind God. Talk to God. Cry unto God. Things that you can't tell anybody, take that to God. So that's one thing that I did, and I also help you cope with the holidays induced depression. Number two, I did not turn my sorrow or my pain to substance abuse. I don't think during that time I was even indulging in alcohol or anything. I felt like I felt every pain. So understand that it's okay to feel the pain. If you cannot handle it, if you cannot tolerate it, please get a professional help. Please seek a counselor. Please get a mental health advisor. Please go see therapy. See somebody. Do something that will help you cope. But don't replace how you're feeling and say, well, this alcohol, this drugs, this whatever this is going to make me feel better. I'm telling you, you're doing more harm to yourself than good, because what you're doing is you're putting things in your body hoping it's going to make you feel better. And even though those things do make you feel better, but it's not going to be a permanent happiness. Those things actually kind of take away your good hormones. It kind of deprive your dopamine. It deprive your great hormones in your body, your serotonin that we have, that naturally gives us this naturally glow, this naturally happiness. I want you to know that every single one of us, every single humans, we have those hormones in our body. And sometimes if those hormones are deprived or deprived or unbalanced, sometimes it can, the more you drink, the more you take drugs, it can cause more depression, more sadness, more anxiety, more worry, more anger. So don't think that turning into drugs or alcohol is ways that's going to help you. It's actually doing you more harm than good. If you're having problem with these issues with substance abuse, take folic acid, take vitamin B12. These are things that have been shown to improve your mental health, to improve anxiety, to improve worry, to improve sadness, to improve depression. These are really good substances that you can use. Take magnesium. Magnesium, it helps calm the nerves. It helps calm your body. It can make you sleep good. So take those supplements. Take this over-the-counter supplements that you can take that can help induce your happy hormones. Look those things up. Do some research. Find ways that what you can take that will help your body, so you won't sit there and be sad every single day. So let me also remind you that it is okay as well to want to take antidepressant medication, to want to take antipsychotic medication, to want to take medication for anxiety. If you feel like you need it, if you feel like you're worried, if you feel like you're too worried, you're too stressed, you're too anxious during this time of the season, please get help, professional help, and take the drugs. If they prescribe you any medication, go ahead and take it and understand that it may not be a permanent thing, but if you need it for now, take it so you can get up and go to work. You can get up and take a shower. You can get up and do something for yourself. My very much favorite, self-care. I don't care what day it is. I don't care what it is. I love my self-care. I love getting my nails done, getting my hair done. I love getting my toes. I love looking good. I love smelling good. I love taking baths. I love doing my facial skincare. I love just being in my home in my cute pajamas, watching my favorite shows or eating my favorite food. I love to cook for myself. So self-care is important for me. If I don't have any friends that can go somewhere with me, best believe best believe I'm gonna go by myself without caring in the world who is watching, who knows, who cares. I have celebrated so many birthdays by myself. Literally, I have celebrated a few birthdays by myself without thinking of what anybody else is saying. So I want you to know that you are not lonely because you tend to do things by yourself. You go shopping by yourself. No, go out to eat by yourself. It's all part of self-care. Do things alone. It's all part of self-care. Go shopping. If you have money, go do whatever. Go wherever you want. Go walk. Do something by yourself. It's all part of self-care. I told myself for this holiday season, especially Christmas, you know, I want you to understand that I feel you guys pain, especially to my single woman. I told myself this Christmas, I'm going to take a picture, a nice glamorous picture, holiday picture by myself. I am, and I'm gonna send it out to everybody and say I'm wishing y'all a happy holiday. I'm going to do that because it's part of my self-care. It's part of, it makes me feel good. I'm not gonna wait until I have children or my husband or family of my own to do the things that's gonna make me feel good. I'm going to do that right now because I understand that what the enemy wants for you and I is for you to sit and be depressed and to be worried about what you don't have and to be worried about things that you don't have and to worry and look at all other people's picture and be angry and jealous, because I'm telling you, all those feelings that you're feeling of anger and jealousy, it is not of God, it's of the enemy. And as long as you're down and you're sad and you're depressed, that's what he wants. So do whatever you can do to take yourself away from all these negative thoughts. So take care of yourself, do your self-care, do your skincare. For men that are watching this and you may be feeling hopeless and you don't know, go out to eat by yourself, go to the bar by yourself, go somewhere by yourself. You never know who you're going to meet. Don't sit in the house and say, I'm not feeling this holiday, so I'm not gonna do nothing. Don't. It's like I said, it's okay to feel the way you feel, but it's not okay to stay the way you are feeling. Take a walk. I never thought I loved doing this until I have this shift, this early morning shift where I am driving and I'm seeing nobody in the street. The sun has not been out yet. No one is walking around. It is just peaceful. It's just quiet. All I hear is the birds. Take a walk. You will be so surprised how much you enjoy nature, how much you enjoy the trees, you enjoy green, the grass, the water. For me, I live in California, so the beach is everywhere. You can still go to the beach in the winter time here in California. So if you are saying you stay in somewhere where it snows during the holiday, every day it's raining, it's snowing, put on a TV, put on some YouTube where they're just showing you beach, they're just showing you nature, and you will see how much your mind will be like, wow, that is so beautiful. So do whatever it takes to enjoy nature. God has given us all these beautiful things here in this world that I feel like we as human beings, we are not taking advantage of because we're so used to like what the devil can give us, which is alcohol, drugs, partying, drinking, and all this drunkenness and all these other crazy things that the world can give us. We're so not used to what God has already given us that are naturally happy, that we can do to just bring joy in our heart and bring hope in our heart, and that is nature. Nature is so beautiful. It is something that I didn't know that I love, and I'm just sharing this with you. Try to enjoy nature and what's around you. I know the holidays time, all you see is holiday movies, love movies, and the Hallmark Channel has some great holiday movies. But if you're not feeling the holidays and you're feeling so hopeless and sad, watch yourself some summer movies, watch yourself some comedian movies, watch yourself something that's going to make you laugh, something that is funny. Like one funny movie that I always like to watch during the holidays that has nothing to do with the holidays is Mean Girls and Bridesmaids. I love those movies because they always, no matter what season I'm in, every time I put that movie on, I know I'm going to crack up and I know I'm going to laugh. Read a book. When you're reading a book, your mind is focused on that book. You're reading something that you put it in your brain. You're exiting yourself from the entire world and just focusing on what you're reading. Reading is so powerful. It enhances learning, it enhances your vocabulary, it enhances your grammar, it enhances the way you think, it can enhance anything. So whatever you are interested in, get a book and read about it during this holiday season. If you know you want to be better next year in your finances, read a book about finances. If you know you want to be better in your relationship, read a book about relationship. If you know you just went through a hard loss, or you lost somebody, read ways that you can cope with loss. Read something that you are familiar with. Read something that can give you excitement. Read something that can give you joy. For me, I'm in my feminine journey, so I love reading about self-care and how to just be the best version of myself. Read books that will help you with your emotions. Read books that will help you with your finances. Read books that will help you with your relationship. Get knowledge. Knowledge is power, and if you are depressed and you're reading something, you will soon realize that, oh shoot, I was feeling this way just now, but now I'm not feeling that way anymore. So that is the power of reading books. Number 7, I know you hear it a lot, but I must say it: exercise. Exercise. You don't have to have a gym membership to exercise. You don't have to have money to exercise. Literally, you can just go jog. It is a free thing. Exercise is free unless you're in the hospital and you're dealing with a diagnosis that you cannot move. Go out there and take a walk. Move your body. You'd be so surprised when you're moving your body, you're releasing some hormones that can spike up your happiness. So exercise if you can. Number 8, this is for people that are in the hospital that are going through hardcore diagnosis. They just learned that they got a disease that is maybe terminal, or a disease that may be hectic. Let me tell you something. Live your life until God calls you home. If you have the strength, live your life. I understand there's some disease, there's some diagnosis that can be really painful, that can be really terminal, that can be really just terrible. But if you have to take pain medication to just make your pain go away, but everything else is okay, please do that. Don't think that what doctors, nurses, whatever they say is always the final answer. We serve a living God. We serve a miraculous God. There's nothing God cannot do, nothing God cannot turn around. There's no miracles that I have not seen in this world. I have seen miracles of things turned around. Sit and feel like your prognosis is just the end of everything. I know how it feels. I am a registered nurse, and sometimes I have to hold people's hands knowing that they just received the worst news ever. But the more you're sad, the more you're depressed about the news, the more your body is going to feel sick. So learn to say, you know what? The doctor have said this, but God has the final say. And learn to just trust in God. And in the moments, even if they tell you have 2 days to live, enjoy those 2 days. Be around people that you love. Be around family. Let go of anything in your heart that serves you no good. Number 9, let it go. If you are still carrying bitterness and angriness from your family members that you did wrong to, or they did wrong to you, just let it go. You don't have to be kumbaya with them, but speak to them. Be cordial, be respectful. Hi and bye. If they say something to you, sometimes silence is golden. Leave it to God. Let God fight your problems for you. I know there's some people that have some bad mouth. There's some people that will say some terrible things, that will say some hurtful words that can just go through the bones and just hurt you. To learn to not make anything that someone else say about you affect you, because at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want to say about you, but you know who you are the most. You know how you feel. You know what you can do. You can control your action. It's not about what someone said to you. It's about how you retaliate to what that person said to, and give it to God in prayer and say, God, this person have hurt me, but I'm not going to hurt this person, but instead I'm going to pray for them, because the Lord says we must love our enemies. And the reason why some of us are still carrying all this bitterness and anger is because we are choosing not to love our enemies, but we are choosing to only love ourselves and love people that love us. And that's not what God says. It's hardcore, but that is not what God says. And the last one, 10, my very much favorite is do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. It is your life. It is your shoes. You are your own person. God brought you into this world for a reason. If happiness means staying in the house by yourself and enjoying music and dancing all alone, do it. If happiness means shopping for you, do it. If happiness means self-care, do it. If happiness means being with someone that people don't want you to be with, child, do it. Okay? Close your ears and your eyes from what people are saying about you and do what makes you happy, because this is your life. It is your choice. You are walking this earth by yourself. There's nobody attached to you that can say, live this way, live that way. Do what makes you happy. If you love to cook, cook, and no one else likes to eat your food, you cook your food and you eat it for yourself. Learn to enjoy your life. It is your life. Don't allow the devil to make you sit there and be depressed, because I understand how that feels. I know what you're going through. I have felt that way, and I'm so much grown now to say, you know what, it is not worth it to sit and be sad. It's not worth it to sit and be angry when there's so much other things in life, in this world, that we can enjoy and say, praise be to God that I have all of these things. So do what makes you happy. Sometimes people, they want to see you miserable. They want to see that your ex has moved on and you're miserable and you're crying. Don't show everybody your problems. Don't show everybody your pain. Give it to God. Find someone that you can trust and talk to that person. But if you know you don't trust a family member, sis, bro, don't let your family member or anybody know what your right or left hand is going through. Share this video with someone that you know is going through something. Share this video with someone that have lost someone, that's going through a breakup, that's going through a relationship issue. Share this with somebody. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and share and subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.